Hey guys, welcome back to Let It Roll. Today I've got a strategy that I've come up with. It's more like I've actually been enjoying these little side game type things, like side bet things. If you watched a few weeks back, I did the 1-3-2-6 strategy, and that I actually started playing along with one of my favorite strategies. So they're kind of like side bets. I decided to go ahead and try this one myself. I was just thinking about it, how I've been enjoying at the casino, like the bubble craps especially, playing these little fun games, all right? So this one right here, I just kind of thought up myself. I'm calling this the takedown. Let's take a look at it. So basically the way the layout looks is you're gonna cover every place bet for one unit, okay, $15 each, 18 on the 6 and 8, and then you're gonna cover every hard ways. Okay, and you could just usually do $1 at a $15 table. They'll allow you to do that. But really, it's just a little fun side bet here that hopefully is going to be a moneymaker, all right? But like I said, it's just going to depend on how the dice rolls. But the way the strategy works, so if you're at a $15 table here, I'd say start with at least about a $500 to $800 bankroll, okay? So $500 to $800, I would say closer to $800 would be nice if you could start with that. But basically the way this strategy works is the first thing you're going to do is every time you throw the dice, you're going to regress the number that gets hit. So for example, let's say the puck is off, come out roll, it's an 8. All right, of course the bets are not working on the come out roll. So let's say that the next roll is a 5. All right, so you're going to get paid $21 for your 5. All right, and you're going to take the 5 down and put it back in your rack. So this is called the takedown. As a number gets hit, you take it down. Let's say that the 4 gets hit. Okay, so you're going to get paid $27. Okay, you're going to lose your hard 4. All right, because let's say it was a 3-1-4, you lose that. And now you put your money back in the rack. All right, now let's say the 9 gets hit. You're going to get paid $21 and take down your 9. So it's just a hit and then take down. That's what it is, okay, the takedown. So as your number hits, you take it down. If you're fortunate to hit the hard way, so let's say you threw the hard 8, you're going to get the double payment, and then you're going to take them both down. So if the hard 8 hits, you're going to get paid the 9-1. You'll take your 1 off of there. You're going to get paid your $21 here, and you're going to take this down also, okay? So that's how that would work. Now, early 7s will kill this strategy, of course. You want to try and get a few hit before it gets 7'd out, or else you're going to lose quite a bit of money each roll. So that's basically how this strategy works. We're calling this the takedown. Okay, guys, it's a pretty simple strategy. Like I said, I'm considering it more of a side bet, something fun to play. And hopefully you get a few hits before the 7 comes. Just like any strategy that's out there, the ones that people send to me or the ones that I come up with myself, there's holes in every single strategy. So don't think that any strategy you play is guaranteed to win. If the dice roll correctly for this, you're going to win some money. If they don't, you're going to lose some money. And that's gambling, guys. Okay, remember the casino always has the advantage. So we go for fun and hope it works out. But with this strategy here, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the adjustments we can make. Okay, guys, if you're looking at this strategy here, let's see some of the adjustments we can make for this. All right, so for those of you that don't want to put so much out there, there's a couple things you can do. Instead of covering every single number for this takedown, you could go ahead and just say these are less commonly hit. So I'm going to save myself $30 on an early 7, and we'll just play it on the inside. All right. So this is more like of a less aggressive play you could do. You could still keep the hard ways up if you want. You could take the hard ways down also. But here, now you only have the 5, 6, 8, and 9 at risk instead of the 4 and 10 also. All right, so from here, if you hit the 6, you could take the 6 down. If you hit the 9, you could take the 9 down. And then if the 7 comes, then you lose the 5 and the 8. All right, so that's one way you can adjust this strategy. If you want to play it more aggressive, instead of taking the 4 and 10 down, you can go with an aggressive style here, and you can take 2 hits before you come down. All right. The other thing you can do is if you want to play it a little bit less aggressive also, but you still want to have the chance to hit more numbers right off the bat, early on in the roll, what you can do is let's say that on the first roll, of course, point comes out and it's a 10. And then let's say you throw the 5. If you want to play it a little bit less aggressive, you collect on the 5. All right, you collect your $21. And then instead of just taking only the 5 down, take down the 5 and the 9. Or pick two of them. Take down the 5 and the 4. You know, it's your choice what you want to take, but instead of taking one down at a time, take two down at a time, okay? So in my case, I would probably take the 5 and 4 because the 4 is a little less common than the 9. So instead of me taking down the 5 and 9, I would take maybe down the 5 and the 4. All right, put that back in my rack. All right, now let's say that the 6 hits. All right, so instead of taking down the 6, let's say you get paid the $21, but we're still trying to play a little less aggressive. Instead of taking down the 6 and the 8, you could take down the 9 and the 10 now. All right, you put these back in your rack. So take down 2 as one hit instead of taking just down the one that hits. And then pick the 2 you want. It doesn't have to be like sister numbers. It could be whatever you're feeling. So if you're seeing rolls go by on the table and people are throwing a lot of the upper numbers, the 8, 9s, and 10s, then start taking down the lower numbers first. All right, so take down the 4 and 5 first, and then the 6 and the 8 if they're throwing, you know, higher numbers, 9s and 10s. Or the 4 and 5 first, then take down the 6 and the 10 and leave the 8 and the 9. So, you know, those are some ways you can make adjustments with it. Okay, guys, I think understanding how a strategy wins and loses is very important. So let's say come out roll is a 5, puck goes on. So it's pretty basic, but I still like to cover it because there's a lot of beginners that watch these channels. So if you're a beginner, the thing you've got to understand is you have all of this money at risk. The puck is now on, so if the 7 comes, you're going to lose everything, all right? So first of all, that's the key right there. So once the puck is on, if the next roll is a 7, you're going to lose everything that's on the board here. So of course, that's how you're going to lose with this strategy. But let's kind of break it down to see where we break even at to start winning. So on the first roll, if it's the point is 5 and then the next roll is a 7, you're going to lose it all. But let's say the next roll is a 5, okay? And remember, I'm just going to base this off of the takedown for 1 unit. Remember, if you want to play less aggressive, you could take 2 numbers down or whatever. But we'll see about where the break-even point is. All right, so we threw the 5, we take that down. Okay, so that's after the second roll. If the 7 were to come now, we have recouped $21. So if you take 21 from this, this would be what we would lose now. Okay, so what is that? 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 58, $60. So we would lose $60 at that point. All right, but let's say fortunately the 7 didn't come and we rolled the 9. Okay, so then we're going to get paid another $21 and we take down the 9. Okay, that was the third roll. Okay, so on the third roll now we have recouped $42. And how much do we still have at risk here? So we've got 15 and 15 is 30, 42. So this is what we would lose right here if we threw the 7 on the fourth roll. All right, we would go backwards $24. Okay, so, but let's just say for the sake of this strategy that we didn't lose it on the fourth roll either. Okay, the fourth roll we threw the 6. So we're going to get paid $21. Okay, you see the pattern here. All right, so on the fourth roll, we now take down the 6, and this is where we'll start profiting. I forgot to even mess with the hard ways, so I didn't count those $4 in this thing here, but I'll count them now. So at this point here, we've got 20, 40, $63 that we have won, and we've got 15, 30, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, $52 at risk. Okay, so 63 minus the 52. So now we're going to profit $11 if Big Red comes on the next roll. So it's going to basically take you 4 hits of these numbers in order to basically be $11 ahead. Give or take a few bucks. Depending on what numbers hit, it's going to change the amounts just a tad. All right, but hopefully you understand how you win and lose with this strategy here. So you're going to lose if you hit early 7s, of course, and you can start seeing here how you break even a little bit more as you hit each number. There again, if you played the less aggressive way and took down 2 numbers instead of 1, then you're that much closer to being in the profit, but you have less numbers to hit. So that's how you're going to win and lose with this strategy. All right, guys. So like I said, I look at this more as like a side bet, okay? Something fun to play at the casino. Hopefully you can pick off some of these numbers. There again, I am going to probably play this on the Bubble Craps machine just for fun the next time I go to Blackhawk. So in the future, start looking for some where I do play this strategy, the takedown. I definitely won't use this amount of money on the Bubble Craps. I'll probably be using the 32 or maybe even less than that because they allow the dollar bets there. So I like to have fun with the Bubble Craps and just put some content out and just have you guys have fun with me while you watch. So in that case, I might play a lot less money, but it's kind of cool to see if we could pick these numbers off. Anyways, guys, I am going to do this live Wednesday night if you guys want to check it out. So make sure to come back Wednesday night, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. More than likely, I'll have Josie throw them for me. We can just hang out and chat. So hopefully I see you guys then. But until then, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Take care.